All right. What is up, everybody? I hope you're out there staying safe and washing your hands. And hopefully everybody's feeling better and better as we get used to this new normal, right? So look, today here at Optimal Self, we talked about a little bit yesterday is habits, right? And what is it and how do I create them? And not only, but what about the bad ones? How do I recognize them so that I can create new ones over those bad ones, right? Because we don't actually break a habit, we actually create new ones. And so today, what we're going to talk about is now let's get into the power of decision, right? How powerful it is to actually fully decide, right? I use a term, we use a term here at Optimal Self to say it's 100 or nothing. I'm going to get deeper into that with you right now. But I want you guys to think about what does that look like, right? What if when is that time in my life when I'm actually making a full decision, when I am actually 100% committed, right? Because the power of decision is the most important thing that you can have, right? You can see that on here, Dr. Clayton Christensen, the former Harvard business professor, says 100% is easier than 98 or even 99%. Why? Because 98 and 99% means you truly haven't made a decision at all. So therefore, you're still not sure on what you're going to do in any given situation. One of the examples I love to use, and please don't take this personally, but I always use women as my example when I teach this, and it's for this reason, because women tend to go out to nice dinners together. Guys, end up at Buffalo Wild Wings with some beers and some wings, right? So it just gives you a better example, right? So we have 5 ladies going out, and this will show you the difference between someone who's 100% and not, right? And at the start of the year, they're in their own group. They got their own Facebook group. They got their own group message on their iPhones, right? And they're deciding that they're going to eat better and lose weight, okay? So girl number 1 is the whole time about 10% committed. Number 2 is about 25, quarter percent, right? Number 3 is a 50%er. And then number 4 is up in that 90, 95%. And then we have our 100%er. So watch how this works. It's somebody's birthday. You get to go sit down, have a nice lunch, right? And for the most part, because you're in the group of some of the 5 people you hang around the most, and the first, the 100%er orders it, something healthy, right? So everybody kind of follows suits. And then here's what happens. Dessert comes. And they bring that nice sliver of cheesecake, just one. You know what they do? They hand each person their own spoon, right? You guys have all been to one of these before, okay? Hey, guess what? The 10%er grabs that spoon and, man, she's digging in, right? She's like, hey, look, 10% of the time I'm great. And she's taking a big old scoop and getting a bite. The 25%er, right, is like, looks over, sees what she's doing, is like, man, you know what? I ordered lunch. I ordered a salad for lunch. I can definitely, she takes a little bit less, right? And now we get to the person, she's 50% committed, right? Like half the time she's great, half the time it's so. And she sees what everybody else is doing, so she grabs it and she takes a little, I'm not going to take as much as she did though, right? I'm going to take a little bit less. And then we get to that 90, 95%er. She grabs that spoon. And again, it's decision fatigue. It's the sum of the 5 people you hang around. If everybody's doing it and you haven't made a decision, guess what you do? She takes her spoon and she gets and let's be honest. Is it really going to affect her that much? One little tiny bite, is it really going to affect that much? On the grand scheme of things, no, it's not. Let's be clear. That little bit of sugar, that little bit of whatever, it's not going to change your life forever. It's the compound effect, right? It's the decision after decision. And it's the fact that I'm not making it. But she reaches over and she takes that little bite, right? Very little sliver. I'm a little bit better than they are because I didn't take as much. That's our thought process, right? And then it clicks over to the last girl. She's 100% committed to her goals, 100% committed to the action, 100% committed to what she wants. She doesn't even waver, doesn't even look at the spoon, puts her hands back, and it's just a simple no thank you. Because she made a decision, 100% decision on what she wants and how she wants to live her life. You see, most of us go through this life somewhere in that 60-40, 70-30 range. We don't actually fully decide. And that's where our problem is. That's what creates the habits. Because once you let yourself down once, it's way easier to do it again. Right? The decision fatigue is real. Why? Because you're still unsure of what you're going to do. It's still weighing in your mind. In every situation, I have to come up with a reason. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I have that next drink? Should I have that bite? What should I wear to work? Right? It's decision fatigue because I haven't truly decided. I haven't truly created the identity of who I am. And you all have that power, right? We hear this term willpower all the time, but guess what? Willpower doesn't work if you haven't made a decision. The situation will always win. The people will always, the sum of the five will always win if you haven't made a decision. But here's the thing, the 100%, making a decision is the complete opposite because you no longer have to think about it. You already know what you're going to do. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players, he said, once I made a decision, I never thought about it again, never, because I've already made the decision. I already said that's what's going to happen. That's what I'm going to do. Think about the spots in your life right now that need that type of decision. Because without making decisions, you will be non-intentional. You'll be lackluster, making little progress. Intentionality creates peak experiences, peak progress, learning, and momentum in every aspect of your life. Every aspect. Okay? One of my favorite quotes by James Clear, he wrote Atomic Habits. He says, we don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. Well, the systems in this case is your ability to decide. And if you haven't made a decision, you're not going to rise to the level of, I want to get a six pack, or I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to make more money, whatever it is. You're not going to rise to the level of that goal. You're going to fall to the level of the system that you have in place. So how do we do it? Well, we start creating these morning or night rituals. Set yourself up for success. Start planning ahead, right? Preparation is the key to success. Imagine every night before you go to bed, you can have that feeling, I already know tomorrow is going to be successful. Because this is the feeling we want. We want to anticipate success, right? We want to be excited, so excited for the day you can't even wait. You know exactly what's going to happen. You're mentally committed to the actions. It's so much easier to be committed to the actions it takes to get what you want once you've committed to it. Because when you've committed to it, the actions will come like second nature, right? You want to have everything, like set it up. You can completely remove all friction. If you're going to the gym tomorrow in the morning, get your gym clothes out ahead of time so you don't have to think about it, right? We don't get to go to work. This is where I get to work from now, right? You guys see it? See my kitchen, right? This is where I get to work from. So I'm going to leave you with this today. And I told you, and I opened it with this thing with 100 or nothing. And what that means is this: whatever you're going to do, give that thing 100%. If you're going to sit down with your kids and your family for dinner tonight, give it 100% of your attention. Remove all your devices. Give that 100% of your attention. If you're working from home and you're focused on something, give that work 100% of your attention. Stop playing in this 70-30 game, right? Stop playing in it. Pick it. And I'll leave you with this. And my daughter, Ryan, she's my youngest. She was about, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years old. And she came up, it was a Sunday afternoon, and we were sitting at home, right? I was watching some football and I was working, right? And doing some real estate stuff and everything. And she came in and she's like, Dad, can we watch a movie? I said, yeah, let's do it. Pick a movie out, right? This will tell you how long ago, right? It was a DVD. You couldn't stream it, no Netflix, none of that back then. And so she comes up and we grab a blanket and she jumps up on the couch and she puts in the movie and it starts playing and we're sitting there cuddled up. One of my favorite things on earth with my girls. And sure enough, right, my phone buzzes and I grab it. and I check it, put it back down, right? Buzzes again, and I check it. And before you know it, I'm answering emails, I'm on my phone, right? And I feel her get up. And I see her walk in and it's down in the hallway, right? I think, oh, she must just be going to the bathroom. And of course, I'm still answering whatever movie's playing. And it goes on and on and on. And I'm like, man, what happened? Where'd she go? So I put my phone down and I jump up and I go back there. I could see her door slightly open. And I know this is broadcasting all over Facebook, but she wasn't always keeping her room the cleanest, right? And so forgive me, baby, daddy's just got to tell the story. And her room is spotless, right? I push the door open. Her bed is even made. She's sitting on the bed. She's got a book in her hand. She's looking forward. So I'm going to give it to you this way, right? And I'm like, Ryan, what are you doing? I thought we were going to watch a movie. She's going just like this, never even looked at me. She goes, yeah, Dad, when you're ready to watch a movie, let me know. And she never even cracked. She never even. Was I 100%? Not even close. Doesn't she deserve 100% of me in those moments on a Sunday afternoon? Because I'll tell you what, she's all grown now, and I'd give anything to have that moment back. But it was a paradigm shift in my life forever. So where in your life do you need to commit 100% to? Is it the relationships? Is it your work? Is it your health? Where is it? This is your opportunity. Pick one. You don't have to do it all at once. This isn't an overhaul, right? This is a chance for you to decide and go 100% into that thing. Give it 100. Give it 100. Because you deserve it, and so does your family. All right. That's all I got for you today, right? Make that decision. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and your comments. They mean the world to me. So send me what you guys like, what you don't like, anything out there. I'm game. So have an awesome day. Stay quarantined, stay healthy, wash your hands, and we'll get through this thing together. See you guys tomorrow.